We are on page 56, which today is X marks the spot. Now, a normal print X that you're used to crosses where there's one line going one way and the other one goes right on top of it. There's a little crossing right there, okay? But when it comes to the cursive X, they actually don't cross. Look, if you look closely, it is a candy cane that then this funny looking C is touching but not crossing. Very strange, I know, but let's give it a go. I'll give it a go while you put your pencil in the go, go, go pencil spot, okay? Don't pick it up. Teachers, look at your class. If anybody has their pencil in their hand, give them those grouchy eyebrows. Okay, there we go, watching. So I'm going to do a candy cane line, and when I get to the bottom, I'm going to stop like I did with our original candy cane line letters. Then I'm going to go back up to the top, and I'm going to kind of do like letter C in and then connect. So it's not a perfect C like that, because that would look kind of funny. That doesn't look like an X. Actually, it's kind of like a K. So watch me do an in-between. Just watch. So you're going to do the candy cane line and stop. Then you go up to the top and you're going to kind of go more of like an angle in, and then it kind of swoops around to connect. So we kind of angle in like a straight line, and then it kind of sees up to connect. Okay? Very strange. And it's kind of like that my brain doesn't want to think of an X that way, because every X I've ever made in uppercase, lowercase print, as well as lowercase cursive, they all cross, but that uppercase one just has to trick us. So go ahead and pick up your pencil and say, "You will not trick me, X." Did you say it? All right, well, I did. So let's make sure that we are paying attention and not letting it trick us. Get your pencil ready. First one, do your candy cane line. So start under the line, curve up and around. When you get to the bottom, stop and pick up your pencil. Go back up to the top. You're going to curve it in until it touches at the middle, then curve it back out to connect to the next letter. Notice each time I keep saying connect to the next letter. So an uppercase X is going to go straight into the next lowercase letter and will connect. Let's do another one, tracing. Candy cane line. When you get to the bottom, just lift up your pencil. Go back up to the top, trace it in so it kind of curves until you get to the middle line, and then you're going to curve back out to connect to the next letter. Do another one. Candy cane line, curve up, touch the top, then go straight down to the bottom. When you touch the bottom, pick it up. Go back to the top, curve in until you get to that middle line, then curve back out till you touch the bottom, and then give it your connector. Let's do another one. Candy cane line, touch the top, go all the way down to the bottom. When you touch the bottom, pick it up, back to the top, kind of slant it in until you touch the middle, boop, go back out, touch the bottom and connect. All right, let's do it in between. So we're going to practice it on the lines without tracing. Ready? Candy cane line, go ahead down to the bottom. When you touch the bottom, pick up your pencil. Back up to the top, start a little ways away at the very top, curve in till you touch the middle line, then curve back around so you can do your connector. How'd you do? I mean, I really do think it looks like a K, but that is just how a capital cursive X looks. All right, do another one. Last one on this line. Candy cane line, all the way down to the bottom, and touch the bottom, pick up your pencil. Start a little ways away, curve in, touch the middle, then go back out, touch the bottom, and connect. Now, let me ask you a quick question. Did you do any more than I did? I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tracing and 1 in between. If you are on the next line or anywhere else on your page, then you are going too fast. If you are doing it with me, thank you so much for following directions. So now your pencil is going to go back in the pencil spot so you're not distracted. And then when the video is over, you'll go back, trace each one of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you'll trace it, write it, trace it, write it, trace it, write it, trace it, write it, trace it, write it. You're doing 10 on this line. Last step would be to trace and write the words, but let's spell the words while we're here together. And that way I can tell you what they mean if they're unknown words to you. Go ahead and tell me the letters. X dash A X I S. This says X axis. So let's say I make a bar graph and the title is how many books read. One of the first things I'm going to need is an X and a Y axis. That's where I'm going to put my numbers and my options. Let me show you. So right now my Y axis has the names of the people that read books, and my X axis has the numbers, the scale, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The scale goes by 1. So once I have my little bars on there, then you can tell who read how many books. So the axis, the x-axis and y-axis are things you'll see in graphing. Next word, X, Y, L, O, P, H, O, N, E. And that word is xylophone. Sometimes people call it an X xylophone, but other people call it xylophone. It sounds like a Z sound, doesn't it? Yeah. Okay, next word. This is not a word that you've probably heard of before unless you are really big into like sugar substitutes. Ready? X, Y, L, I, T, O, L. Anybody? The word is xylitol. Xylitol is like a, if you can't have sugar, then maybe you could put xylitol or Splenda or Truvia or one of those substitutes into your baking. All right, next is a Spanish name, X, I, M, E, N, A. This name is actually pronounced Jimena. You don't say the X like an X at all, but it is an X name, Jimena. All right, last word, spell it. X, A, L, A, M. And this is my silly word. And again, this is a funny one that sounds like a Z. It's actually pronounced Zalem. Zalem. And Zalem is a musical instrument. Let me show you what it looks like. So a xylem is a stringed instrument that has like anywhere from 1 to 5 strings on it. So it's not quite a silly word like what we're used to. But let's be honest, there's not a lot of words that begin with X in the English language. So go ahead and finish your page. Make sure that you start here. Trace it, write it, and then trace each word, write that word, circle your best letter X. Get busy.